So you've got your Twitch channel set up. Way to go! Now you want to know how to configure it so you can boost that growth potential. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Aaron from the Spas Gaming channel. Some of you may actually know me as Spas. I'm a Twitch streamer and YouTube content creator with a background in IT consultancy. So, any IT problems? Buy me a question. In the video today, we're going to go over a few tips that every Twitch channel should have in place to try and increase that chance of growth when people come and visit your channel. There are timestamps below for each section, which if you want to skip through, feel free to do that, but I do recommend you watch the entire video just in case there's a few bits and bobs which you kind of didn't know about. Knowledge is power, right? There's also a super important tip that I believe every channel needs towards the end, so make sure you at least catch that bit. You'll have to wait for that one. So let's get straight into it, shall we? First things first, you need to set up your Twitch panels. I've gone to so many different streaming pages whilst I was doing some research here. I noticed that so many people actually aren't using any Twitch panels to give an about me or stream info section. It's literally just blank and they're just streaming. These can be fairly basic with just about me and a little bit of blur below, or you can make them look a lot better by involving some color in there, which in my opinion makes it look a lot more professional. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out there and buy panels. You can actually find a few websites, which I'll link down below. I'll link down below some websites which you can go to create these panels. Or if you actually log into the Spas Gaming Discord, I've actually recently posted a few of my own Twitch panels, which I've used these websites to create, but it saves you having to go through the rigmarole of creating them. We've got a few different colors there, and feel free to download them and then upload them to your Twitch channel. They're there free of use, not going to come back on you with anything, so check them out. So how do you upload these? It's fairly simple. All you have to do is if you click on edit panels, and then if you scroll down a little bit, if you select on add new panel, the big plus sign, you'll have an option there that says add text or image panel. You click on that and then choose add image. You can then browse to the location by clicking on choose a file or drag it here. You can browse the location of those files that you've just downloaded from the Discord, or if you have your own, find it, click on it. That'll then upload it, press on done, and then you'll have an image there which you can use. It won't actually display it, it'll just be to the right of the add image, just here. But then you can put in the description down below exactly what you want to fill in there. So if we start with the about me section, we'll put this in here. So about me. It allows the viewers to know a little bit more about you whenever they join. They can actually read that section instead of actually asking you directly. And then if they have more questions from it, they can always ask them, you see? Thinking outside the box. It just enables you to build up a bigger engagement with your viewers and they get to know you more, and then you can build up rapport with them and they're more likely to stick around and follow. Feel free to pop whatever you want in there. So hi, I'm Aaron, or actually just view the one that I've done. Mine's fairly long, but that's because I like to talk. You could probably cut it down a lot more, make it more personal to yourself. But just put a little bit more in there about yourself, about your name, what you like to stream, what games you like, a little bit of background of your history of how you've gamed and what you kind of want from the channel, and yeah, make it your own, own it. If you want some more tips though as to exactly what you want to put in there, make sure you hop in the Discord, ask me directly. I'm more than happy to help you out further with that. So the second most important one is the stream info section, which is imperative that you actually create a section for that. When people come in and they want to know what your stream's about, when you're going to be streaming, what you're going to be streaming, are there going to be viewer games? Are they going to be subscriber only games? What is your stream about? You have to make sure you fill that in just so people know exactly what to expect, as it will enable people who stumble across your channel when you're not live to know exactly what your stream is about. The third one that I recommend setting up, because again, we're trying to keep this as brief as possible, is a more content section. So you can set this up, you can drop that in there. More content, again, that's in part of the Discord pack there that I've created for you guys. We will cover this more in the next step about what I mean by more content, because it is very important that you actually create this section and use this section, because Twitch as a platform isn't searchable. Twitch as a platform, you type in what game you want to watch and it just throws a bunch of streamers up on the screen. You don't know anything about them. It's a random dip as to who you're gonna watch. So creating additional social media outlets is so important for a new Twitch channel. You've got to make sure you do that. So the best way to get more viewers, other than relying on the randomization of Twitch, which it'll take you forever to grow if you do grow by just relying on that, is to create an additional social media outlet in a platform that you understand. So whether that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Is any others currently? I think that's the main ones, right? My advice to you is to create one shorthand content area and one longhand content area. So create, like, for instance, I created an Instagram. I didn't really use it. Moved on to Twitter, understand that platform more. So I've got a Twitter for all my shorthand stuff. So again, links in below if you want to follow that. But that's where I do all my little posts and kind of give an insight into Spas Gaming, my life as a whole, so people can keep up to date and build up that rapport with everyone. And the YouTube channel is for my long content, which you're currently watching now. So yeah, if you go from this and check out my Twitch, it kind of proves that it technically works, right? So please do. Please do. But you could also use TikTok if that was what you were into, because I know that's also very media based. It's not as long a content as what YouTube is, but again, it's a searchable platform, which if you love TikTok, go for it. So having these extra avenues for discoverable content is great, because what you can then do is actually link them back to your extra content section on your Twitch page. So when people actually do follow you on Twitch, which will come because it's a marathon, not a sprint, they will then see that extra content areas and will be more inclined to actually check those out too. So whilst that starts growing and your other content areas are growing, you'll then be able to cross-platform everyone, and then you're in different avenues and you've got much more sustainability, much better growth, and your channel should be able to grow better so people can actually find you within there. So that is a key thing that you must do if you're trying to take your Twitch to the next level. If you aren't producing that content elsewhere, I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's incredibly hard to grow on Twitch alone and primarily based on luck. Americanos are good. What's your favorite coffee? Let me know below. So before we go ahead on the next important tip, I just want to say thanks for checking out this video. I hope it has helped you. If it has so far, make sure you hit it with a like, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell for the next video that will come out, which will probably be in 2 weeks time again. That's the kind of schedule I'm working with because of a full-time job. May eventually get these out weekly, or even more than that if this ever does become full-time. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, make sure you come and hang out on Twitch as well when I am live, which is Monday, Wednesdays and Saturdays currently. Will be great to see you there. And don't forget to check out that Discord link, which is also below. So those free Twitch panels are in the free stuff section within Discord. Here's a little overview as to what the Discord currently looks like. Just in here, click here, and then you can download it from here and then do whatever you want to do with them. So the next and final quick tip to increase your growth potential is the use of a certain extension. So this is known as the Streamlabs schedule and countdown extension. I've been using this for a long time. this was one of the first things I set up on my Twitch channel because I thought it was so much more important to use than the schedule that was built into Twitch itself. Because why didn't they just put this on the About Us page? I really don't know why they haven't done that. I can't stress just how good this extension is. It allows you to set your times and gives a countdown to your next stream. I don't know why Twitch didn't bother creating this in the first place, because it makes so much more sense for it to be where it is, and it's gonna allow people that just stumble across your channel to look at the About page and know exactly when you're gonna be live next. Because if they're there and you're about to be live in 5 minutes, why wouldn't they wait around? So to configure this, the easiest way to do it, it's so simple, it's crazy. Go to your About page and click this little slider here that says Edit Panels, just where you were to configure the Twitch panels itself. And then you'll see just some section below which says Engage your community with panel extensions, and in there you should see Streamlabs Stream Schedule and Countdown. Now click Activate on that, and that should then load this page up. If it doesn't, click on Configure, and that will then load it up for sure. And within here, in highlight color, you can decide exactly which color you want the highlight to be used for the wording and things like that. So have a little play around with that, see what you want to set it to. I kind of just leave it standard because I think it looks great anyway. And then underneath this section here where it says stream start times, you can tick which days of the week you're going to be streaming, and then you can set which times you start below. It doesn't do a finish time like the Twitch schedule does, because most streams overrun anyway, right? All you need to know is when it actually starts. So set a start time in there. So I've got Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 8, 8, and 3. You can also set a stream break, like that's useful if it's over the Christmas holidays. You can turn that on, and it'll ask you when you're on a break till, and it'll automatically disable itself. So at least when people come in and check your panel, they'll know, okay, you're not streaming for a few days. We'll check back a little bit later. And just make sure you set your time zone. Make sure that time zone is set correctly, and we'll actually display that fine to the people who come onto your page too. So once you've done that, make sure you click on Save Settings and then click on Activate, and that will then save it. So you can actually ask it to replace certain boxes if you don't have any configured, but it should be fine there as it is. To see this now all working, if you click back on this edit panel slider, you'll then see it load up, and you can see it within there. You can see the countdown timer. You can see that it's currently there set up for my own streams, and it's counting down to my next one. So yeah, that's how you set that up. Okay, so bonus tip. Wouldn't be a Spas Gaming video without a bonus tip, right? I need to just stop doing that. I should just make the tips normally, right? So the bonus tip is basically the other additional thing that you should make sure you actually enable is VODS. If you don't have your VODS enabled, which is video on demand, that means that when anyone comes to the channel, if you're not streaming live, they won't actually know what your content is like. If you want to enable your VODS, I strongly recommend you do so. To do this, click on your profile picture, head on over to Create a Dashboard, and then if you scroll down and click on Settings and then click on Stream, you'll see this little section here called Store Past Broadcasts. Just make sure that's clicked to on. You'll see the little tick there as it is here. And that will basically mean that any past broadcast will be kept for up to 14 days. So that will be okay for anyone who checks out your stream when you're offline. At least they can see what's going on. It also gives you a good feedback with the view account as to how many people are actually checking out offline once you finish streaming. So with these settings in place, this strongly increases your chances of gaining followers when you're actually not live. When people stumble across your channel, checks your about page out, looks at your VODs, it just makes them more inclined to click that follow button as they've seen you spent time in your channel itself as well as your stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have found this has helped you. Make sure you come onto the Discord to get those Twitch panels if you need them. Also, don't forget to answer the question of the video, which is down below in the comments section. We'll appreciate your input on that, and I hope you all have some fantastic streams going forward and some dope gaming sessions. I'll catch you all next time. Oh god, that got me, damn it! No, man! Oh, that's the first time that game's got me this tonight.